Hope you're keeping well. So today is day 3 of the live Instagram challenge that I have been set. My lovely coach has set me a challenge to go live for 7 days to show up and talk about what I do. So today I wanted to talk about the common threats that I am seeing my small business customers being hit with right now. And these are real life examples of what I'm seeing out there. Small businesses here in my local area in Perth, in Australia and worldwide. Because cybercrime is the same worldwide, I am able to work with people all over the world, which I'm very fortunate that I can do. So these examples, some of them are from local, some of them are from across the world. So I think the number one threat that I am seeing right now is social media scams. They are through the roof at the moment. So people losing their social media accounts such as Facebook, Instagram, not so much LinkedIn, it's mostly Facebook and Instagram. I think I said in my live the other day that this last week I helped a lady who lost 2 Facebook business pages and lost her Instagram account. And generally what's happening is they take over these accounts, continue to pretend to be that person, and then continue to talk to your audience and your followers as if it's you. And then they try to sell cryptocurrency or other types of online scams, or they will then try and hack your account as well and take over your account. So that's definitely the biggest one that I'm seeing impact my customers at the moment. And many probably, I think the main theme that I'm seeing there as well is that a lot of people don't realise how important their social media accounts is until they're gone. They don't take into consideration how long it's taken to build up that brand premise or reputation, I suppose, and presence online, and then to lose it all and have to start all over again. And the big challenge is that unfortunately these large platforms are not really taking responsibility for it right now, and unfortunately it seems to be the volume in which it's happening means that they cannot help everybody get their accounts back. Some are very fortunate to get their accounts back, but most unfortunately don't. So you know, that's probably the one big thing that I'm seeing online as at the moment. The other large threat that I'm seeing, and I've seen this for quite a while, is business email compromise. And what business email compromise is basically them sending you fake emails with maybe a fake invoice, trying to get you to pay that invoice. An example would be recently I done work with a company who is a real estate company, and one of their mailboxes, so their email box for one of their agents, got hacked, probably through a phishing email. And then the hacker intercepted emails back and forward from a buyer interested in buying a property. The hacker tried to convince the buyer to pay the deposit that they'd saved up for their forever home or their dream home into a hacker's bank account, letting on that it was the agent that they were speaking to. Another case that I had similar to that was a haulage company who had been communicating back and forward with one of their customers. They were communicating about an invoice that was outstanding, and their customer's mailbox had been hacked. And when the invoice came from the customer, the hacker had changed the bank account details on that. So they're called business email compromise. And if you even just Google business email compromise in your area and where you are, you will see, just do business email compromise scams, you will see the number of people that are falling victim to this. I, a number of years ago, first encountered it when I was doing work for a small not-for-profit. They had 5 staff at the time, and their CEO had to move back to Canada and the not-for-profit was based here in Perth. She had to move back, I think it was at the start of the pandemic for family reasons, but she still continued to work while she was in Canada. And what the hackers had done in this instance, they had hacked the mailbox of the CEO and had been monitoring her emails for quite some time. And in this particular instance, they knew exactly that she had been to Canada, or she was in Canada, and she was communicating with her team at certain times of the day. So they timed it that, very timely, so that the CEO would be in bed, and they sent an email from the CEO's mailbox using the language that she would have used to her admin team, asking for an invoice to be paid into this bank account. And in the email it said, as you know, by the time you get this, I will be in bed, but please pay this amount of money, $20,000, into this bank account. We'll talk about it tomorrow when I'm back online. And yeah, they paid the $20,000 and the money was gone. Now, I often get asked this question, how do you know if they're in your mailbox? How do you know if they're tracking your emails? And this is something that I do teach in my workshops. I teach you how to identify and the things that you need to check, so you can start to look and keep an eye on. One of the main things is looking at your sent items and your deleted items. They can sometimes be a key giveaway, but there's other things that you need to have a look at as well that gives you an indication and can see what's happening on your mailbox. But those are the most of the types of scams. Phishing emails is definitely a big one still. So sending a fake email, trying to get you to click on a link to then most likely will download malicious software on your computer. And we're seeing different types of malicious software being installed. One which is called Ransomware, which encrypts all your files, and then they ask you to pay a ransom to get your files back, or else you have to recover from your backup. The other type of one is we're seeing that they install remote control software onto your computer, so then they can monitor and check and see what you're doing on your computer, and then have access to your whatever you have on your computer, what you access while you're offline. So they are some of the common ones. There's loads of other ones, but those at the moment probably are the top 3 that we're seeing. I'm going to talk about, and I think not tomorrow but the next day, about the human element in cybercrime, because that's exactly what they're targeting. They're not targeting the technology, they're targeting us and tricking us into making mistakes. And that's why they're being so successful, is because we generally don't know how to identify if it's a scam or not. So that's what I teach also. If you've been to any of my workshops or trainings, you will know that I call it the cyber life skills, and I talk about it on here as well. And that's what we all need to do, is learn these cyber life skills so that we can identify when we're being scammed or when the hackers are targeting us. So I'll leave that one with you today. There's some of the common threats, but I'm sharing something tomorrow morning of a scam that's doing the rounds at the moment as well. And that's what I do. When I see something that I think you need to know, I will create a post about it. But again, it all comes back down to knowing what to look out for, knowing what types of scams is out there, and knowing how to keep yourself safe on the crazy online world that we have. So as always, if you've got any questions or anything that you would like me to answer, please reach out. My DMs are always opened, and I would rather you ask me a question than you fall in victim and then I have to help you try and recover. So have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are, and I'll see you tomorrow with my next day 4 of my 7-day challenge. I hope you're enjoying this challenge. I hope you're enjoying the videos, and I hope you are getting some value from what I'm sharing with you here online. See you all soon.